there, welcome back. So, recently I've been developing an online mini course to improve English learners' writing abilities, especially in writing emails, which is something most people have in common today and probably spend more time in English doing. I wanted to give you a little taster of what you will find on the writing course. So, enjoy this short video lesson taken from it. The course is available now and the links are provided below. And I've also created a Patreon account if you wish to unlock more useful content in exchange for a small contribution. Check that out in the links also below. Now here's the video. Enjoy. In this lesson we're going to take a look at expressing a sense of urgency. It is possible we need to transmit a sense of urgency in our email because we need something straight away or right away. We may need it right now or at once. We may need something immediately or as soon as possible, by the end of the day, or by Friday or by Monday, etc. But because it's urgent, it doesn't mean we cannot be polite. I mean, we could write, "Please send her the data straight away," or "Please send her the data at once." Now, with those two sentences, we have definitely expressed a sense of urgency, but the sentences are very direct and they could be interpreted as rude. So depending on the recipient of your request, you may need to make it sound more courteous while maintaining the sense of urgency. Now you're going to see some examples of what I'm trying to say here on your screen, and if you're listening to the audio, you can find those examples in the resources folder. But I'm going to read them out anyway. So here are some examples. We would, or I would, really appreciate the report being sent straight away. We would, or I would, really appreciate it if the report could be sent by end of day. I would really appreciate it if I could receive your answer by Friday. I would really appreciate receiving the report straight away. I would be grateful to receive the report straight away. Now notice the first two examples are in fact in the passive form. And in all 5 cases, the sense of urgency is there, but we are still being polite and less direct. We are not saying, "I need you to send the report straight away." In the next example, we are specifying the person who needs to send the information, but you can see how polite it still is. In order to send out all the data on time, we would be grateful if you could send us your tracking info as soon as possible. Now those are just a few sample templates. Can you think of any others? And here's a top tip. These sentences are worth remembering as expressions rather than worrying too much about the grammar involved. Now, on the point of memorizing expressions without worrying too much about grammar, let me just explain that I have only had one class of Spanish in my life, and that was when I was 13 years old at school. Unfortunately, I changed schools after that one class. Not because of the class, of course. And in the next school, Spanish was not an option. Anyway, I can speak Spanish today because I've lived and worked in the country for many, many years. I've memorized all the Spanish I know. I've never studied Spanish grammar. So it is possible to accept phrases and use them without understanding exactly why they are constructed the way they are. Now, of course, I still make a few mistakes. But it's quite liberating not having to worry about the grammar, although sometimes I think perhaps I should study a little bit more. But expressions are definitely worth remembering for what they are without worrying too much about the construction. Now write some examples of your own to ask for something with a sense of urgency, using those examples to help you, and compare them with how you normally express the same idea. Hopefully you can see how to be more polite and even diplomatic. And being diplomatic is the subject of the next lesson. See you there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Check out my podcast, which now has listeners in over 58 countries around the world. Consider supporting me on Patreon and follow the link for more info regarding the full writing course. And I'll see you again soon. For now, go practice your English. Take care and stay safe. Cheers.